It is Tuesday night here on the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel, and tonight we are bringing you live to Homestead Miami Speedway for the first ever Formula C Division AL F4 League presented by THDESIGNS. My name is Cam Gillens, and I'll bring my good pal Jacob Nickerson along with the ride for us as we bring you tonight's action. How's it going, Jacob?
It's going good, man. I'm excited. I've only ever really seen some left turn racing, so it's fun to see some right turns thrown in there as well.
Yes, I'm excited also to see some of this road course actions. First time when going into here, seeing some practice. It's the first time I've seen this road course, and I wasn't quite sure on what to expect with it.
She's fast. I'll tell you that much. There's going to be a lot of slipstreaming down the straights, and going into the NASCAR oval is going to be interesting. There's been a few sketchy moments I've seen during practice, so it's going to be some interesting spots to look at.
I say, with that, we'll go ahead and go into our stories that we're going in tonight. If you want to go ahead and let's see, where'd that go? Okay, no, not that one. I hit the wrong one. There you go. There it is. There's it.
There we go.
So if you want to go ahead and take us through the stories there, Jacob.
Oh, yes, I will. We got a brand new league on our hands. From what I've heard, this league has been ran in different simulations, set of course, I do believe. But this is the first time this F4 league has been run in Iracing. We got a bunch of new drivers, new officiating body, new tracks, new cars. Not really new cars, but you know. But it's going to be an interesting thing to see. Nobody's going to know how each other races much. There's been a few test sessions, but that hasn't been under the lights. That has been underneath the shining lights of this camera here, and we're going to see something happen. And with that, this is also a very long race as well. This long race is going to be about, I think, 46 laps if my memory serves me right, and that means that there's going to be multiple pit stops happening around 4 or 5 depending on how much you can stretch the fuel. I think this fuel tank goes 18 laps if my memory serves me right, so if you can stretch it far enough you can have only 4 stops and get a good handle the competition. It's going to be interesting to see who can pull that off, if anybody's going to try to pull it off, because you might be putting yourself at a disadvantage running slowly, trying to save fuel and all that stuff. So it's going to be... I'm curious if anybody's going to try and pull it off. Is what I'm trying to think of. Because, I mean, it's possible. You can probably run this thing on 4 stops instead of the 5. I just don't know if it's worth it or not. We're going to find that out tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's like, I don't know if you heard any numbers on tires or anything during the pre-race meeting.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we have at least 1 tire set, maybe 2. That question wasn't really brought up, so.
Well, as I said, we'll go ahead and take a gander real quick. Let me see here. But what do you expect of the racing besides that? What do you think is gonna pretty much go along there, Jacob?
Well, honestly, looking at this short little practice session we had here for about 30 minutes, it's going to be almost like Super Speedway racing. You're going to see a lot of drafting down the straights, a lot of trying to overtakes coming down into the tight corners after the straights. If you lose a slipstream, you're almost screwed. You got to wait for the person to make a mistake and capitalize on it. So you can rather have your fate in your own hands by trying to stay in that slipstream. If you get out of it, the fate's no longer in your hands. You got to wait for a mistake to happen to capitalize on it.
It's gonna be very, very close quarters as we've seen through the practice. It looks like at least the top half of the field is all within a few tenths of a second of each other. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. And with that, we've got 2 fast repairs and 3 green, white checkered finish. So it's gonna be very interesting.
We got 3 tries at a green, white checker in case a caution comes out.
So yeah, so as we get into that within the last minute or so before we qualifying, before we get into the feature here. So I say we'll go ahead, I think everyone's already done doing their laps. So let's see here. So as of right now, we got the number 1 of Jonah SB leading the field here in qualifying, followed by 16 of Gavin Smith, the 77 of Jagger Finley, the 833 of Peter Hopp, followed by 28 of Benjamin Ridenauer in 5th. And 6th is Martin Martucci, and then 7th is Patrick O'Toole.
There you guys recognize a few of those names from previous broadcasts here from different leagues. Jagger Finley is a well-known name around the Overdrive recently, and you got Patrick O'Toole's been featured on the channel every so often, and so you got not necessarily a fully new cast, but it's the majority is a new cast.
Yep. All right. This looks like we're just about done with qualifying, and we'll get you all gridded up for tonight's race.
Get this show on the road.
I'm excited for it. Okay. All right. So we'll take you down to the track for our grid for tonight. Jacob, you want to go ahead and go through?
Like the old knuckles, here we go. Alright, getting the very first pole position in this league's history. Mark that one down in the record books. That's going to be a quiz question at the end of the season, so make sure you're taking notes. It is the number 1 of Jonah SP. Starting in 2nd on the outside lane on the first row is going to be the number 16 of Gavin Smith. And then going in behind them, the row behind them, is going to be the number 77 of Jagger Finley. Ready to go, ripping, ready to go. He's gonna have something up his sleeves, I can tell you that much. And then starting next to him in 4th position is going to be the 833 of Peter Hope. And in the 3rd lane, you're going to have the number 28 of Benjamin Ridenauer. Sorry, I can't read. I ain't gonna wear my glasses today. I probably should have. So you have Jaden Ridenauer on the 3rd row on the inside. And then on the side of him, you got the number 12 of Martin Martruzzi. These people, they might be starting near the rear, but they could have something up their sleeves. You never know. And then behind them in row 4, you have on the inside row of previous league fame is the number 44 of Patrick O'Toole. Yeah, get ready to hear that name many a times. I can tell you that much throughout this season. And starting next to him is the number 5 of Tryson Pinion. Yeah, I believe the other 2 are just your officiating bodies for today. So it's going to be an 8-car race today. We're getting ready. Everybody's getting excited. I believe we're just waiting for the pace car to finish eating his hot dog and sandwiches to get ready to go.
All right. And it looks like, oh, here we go.
We're going to have 2 laps of cautions to let these fellas warm up the tires.
Is this going to be a rolling start here, Jacob? Or is
it looks to be.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be the rolling or in true, usually Formula fashion, the standing starts, but I like the rolling.
Oh yeah, you're not going to have risk of anybody stalling on you or anything like that, and get those tires nice and warmed up for the first set. As this nice pristine BMW rolls around the track. Getting these angry bees that are the Formula 4 cars ready to go.
I think these pace laps is gonna be a little long-winded, being that it's a road course.
Play the track.
But I think
it's not what we're used to.
So I think it's good that they have a lap or 2 to get the tires up to temperature.
Oh yeah, you don't want these things ice cold going down the first set of corners. Those things are going to be hard on the tires. See if anybody's going to be having their clutch in ignition off, trying to save fuel off the get-go. So from the looks of it, the number 44 Patrick O'Toole might be having that idea.
The back here looks like that, and Looks like the 5 is having a little bit of a connection issue there.
Yeah, he keeps going to the Shadow Realm, but he's fine. He's fighting his demons.
So, looks like we got.
No, I was.
Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, it looks like we're going down the back stretch here. I think we're one to go to get this started.
They're having a pit road practice. This is what it is. Okay. I was not aware this was going to happen, but that's fine. So there's going to be a very strict speeding penalty if you don't go under 100 mile an hour before that white line you saw him pass back there. You got to bring her around the infield, not or off the racing surface. It's quite the long ways to go off the pace. You know, I mean, you're going to lose a lot of time coming to the pits. So if you can make that if you can make it down to four stops, you're good to go. Everybody getting their pit road speed figured out. Get their RPMs figured out. I guess these guys have speedometers, don't they? Get their speedometers figured out, make sure they're in tune.
Mm-hmm. Is it I wasn't quite sure if they had speedometers or they had the limiter like you see more in the sports car realm.
So I can't remember the Formula 4 cars have limiters. They very well might do.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go in and test that out myself later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice clean pit road entry. That's why I figured pit road speed check. Thank you, LMC 0928. Just make sure everybody knows pit road, knows where the boxes are, all that. You don't want to overshoot your box here. There's a lot of time lost on pit road to begin with.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling when they get to everything, it could get argy-bargy, especially if if they have to do green flag pit stops.
So I have been informed by the chat here that they do indeed have I figured that was one of the race directors chatting. Blaine there. Yeah, they do indeed have speed pit speed limiters on them.
Okay. Okay. I kind of figured they did, but
oh, it's 75-30. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I was walking around the garage earlier today, and there's a lot of excited racers ready to put this show on for the fans.
So, ever since we heard about this between me and Jacob, we were excited to come along board and bring this to y'all. So, as it looks like we're about ready to get these drivers on their way.
The BMW is about ready to unleash the beast. As you have Jonah Epsey as the control car on the inside lane. He's ready to go. Everybody else is patiently ready to go.
So I know in practice, FC was quite a bit faster than the rest of these folks. So it's going to be interesting to see if the draft comes into play up on the high banks as we're getting ready to go green.
The green flag is out. We are racing at Homestead Miami Road Course Speedway.
Ooh, as it gets a little argy-bargy there. Trying to get it slowed down in that first corner. It looks like FC gets to jump, followed by Smith.
That turn will sneak up on you. You're absolutely flying down the NASCAR oval. Next thing you know, you gotta slow her down.
Mm-hmm. As you've seen right there, they everyone gave themselves room so they wouldn't create havoc there. It looks like Smith there is trying to do different line as it looks like the leader of SB gets a little loose.
See, I already see some slipstream breaking as well, trying to break that slipstream, trying to make it so they don't draft up next to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You have Peter Hope hung out on the outside with Jonah Epsey, battle for third position.
So we'll go on board with him. You see what the driver's perspective is on this at Homestead. You see they've been trying to do this slipstream draft. That's going to be very interesting when it comes down to the final laps to see if these guys can figure out what's the best route.
The thing is, those things are gonna get upset on the apron. This thing is very low to the ground. The suspension's tough. One little small
man.
bump and she's going around.
You see right there as they were trying to slow down. As looks like SB gets inside of Finley there for second.
Say he may have had a mistake early on, but he's not letting it bring him down. He's got his head focused, head down, ready to go.
It's like the top 6 right here is all in line under a blanket.
You do already have a few drivers losing the draft. If I was saying their fate's no longer in their hands, they gotta wait for a mistake and hopefully they can capitalize on it, or race the absolute race of their lives to try to catch back up to this pack.
Looks like we already see some drivers clipping the grass a little bit too. FP gets a little loose right there.
It's always fun to see the people try to break the draft. You know what I mean? It's not something I'm necessarily used to. Snaking down the NASCAR oval.
You can see SB getting the run. Going on the outside of Smith for the lead once again. It looks like the track's already coming into some shade, so it looks like the grip was probably going to start going up a little bit more. Oh, as Smith tries to do the crossover on him. And he does. He's going to come back through.
Waiting for this opportunity to strike.
It looks like FC's going to have the preferred line going into that corner, but looks like Finley is going to keep it right on there.
He is out. Jonah FC is outside the slipstream with being on the unpreferred lane here. But he's not going to let that figure him out, as we do have a little bit of tandem drafting happening in the back. We do have a nice battle for 5th position here between Benjamin Rittenhouse and Tyson Pinion.
Go back up front. It looks like
Rittenhouse.
Looks like Gavin's starting to pull away a little bit.
He's looking in his mirror. He's happy. He can take a little bit of sip of tea, a little relaxation. You know what I mean?
There's battle for thirds. Looks like the 833 is going to get the draft of the 77. See if he can get him coming down the first turn there.
See, that's the hard part of it. You get that draft, you want to go on that outside, but the outside is a disadvantaged kind of area, and they can very easily get pushed off into the grass, like you just saw Tyson Pinion get pushed off in the grass. So you gotta get that draft, and hopefully the guy gives you the inside lane, but he is not going to unless you make him. You gotta put on that little their intimidator button, like it's NASCAR 07. Like
That seems about right. I think they had them from 06 all the way up to when EA stopped doing it at that point. But that's getting into the weeds a little bit, as it looks like the draft is starting to take handle there. Looks like SB's still in tow of Smith there. Looks like Finley's trying to figure out any way around SB for second. So we're going to go on board with Finley here. We can see if we can
stalking his prey.
See the draft there. Yeah, that was beautiful. Look at that draft. As we're going to
three wide.
Go 3 wide right there.
SB makes the most of it from the middle. That puts them side by side between Gavin Smith and Jagger Finley. They're still side by side going on the last pair of corners. That gives Jagger Finley the preferred line. He makes the pass on Gavin Smith for second place as he tries to pull away. Tries to pull up to Jonah Epsey here. But Gavin Smith's not going to go quietly into that good night. Jagger Finley throws the block, but Gavin Smith sees it coming. He's able to position himself alongside almost.
Looks like the SB again goes a little wide there. He's going to open a door for Finley.
We might have a 4 wide battle here in a second. Oh, Gavin Smith thinks about making a 3 wide middle, but backs out of it. Oh, Jagger Finley getting a little bit squirrely.
Looks like SB's got to get out to see if these drivers go in tow. Try to do the tandem to get back up to SB here.
See, I think Jagger's trying to bait Gavin Smith at the outside so he can take that inside line, but Gavin Smith's not taking the bait no matter how good it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Man, that first turn. Oh, man.
I'm telling you, it sneaks up on you.
It does. It just unsettles the car. If you don't get it right, it could create havoc as we go a little bit further in this run with the tires going away. As we're seeing that draft once again comes into play here.
As you look on those cars front onwards, you see the amount of camber they got in these things. That contact patch is not that large. Tire wear is going to be a huge factor in this.
These front four keeps playing around. It's going to bring the fifth of 28 of Benjamin Reidenhauer back into this. As we're getting ready to see another slingshot attempt between Finley and SB.
I think Jagger's got figured out that he can't necessarily make the move on the outside, so he's going to keep trying to make that bait happen.
Mm-hmm. And
I believe he's almost lost the draft. Jagger Finley almost is going to maybe lose the place to Gavin Smith. He was focused on his forward. He wasn't paying attention to his rear. Here comes Gavin Smith. He'll make a move, but he's not going to be able to make it stick. They're going to need better glue this time.
Oh,
Jagger Finley's making the inside move for the lead.
It looks like he's not going to have the preferred lane there, so SB's going to keep that position.
Oh, very late on the brakes. Oh, for the grass, passing the grass, Dale Earnhardt style. Not going to make it stick, though. He's going to go in the grass again. He needs to cool. She's just going to the grass to cool down his tires. That is a strategic move. I like to see it. I don't think that was on purpose.
That definitely was not on purpose. And like I said, that just brings Reidenhauer right back into this with the rest of these front runners here. I think those tires are starting to come to play already, but I think we're already, what, halfway through the fuel run already?
Correct, yep. So I think if you're really pushing it, you make 10 laps. If you're really saving, make 18. 14's right in the middle, and we're 7 laps into it, so we're right in the middle of the field run. Field run? Fuel run. We have a pass for 4th position between Benjamin Reidenhauer and Jagger Finley.
Well, we just had a pass for the lead as well between Smith and SB.
There's so much action going on, you can hardly keep track of it.
As we can go back in the 4th place once again. It looks like Finley just kind of let him go. Oh! And then there goes Hop.
That was the close one. My heart rate jumped about 18 beats per minute. I'm pretty sure his jumped about 100.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. That was a little bit hairy there.
Side here, be able to see how close that was. Okay, I got the incident ready to go. If you want to go side by side, see the spin from Benjamin Reidenhauer. So you have on board of Jagger Finley here as. Geez,
oh man, that was way close. That was pretty gnarly right there as we go back live.
That's a heart rate beater right there.
The top 3 are still underneath Blake right here.
After that spin, you do have Peter Hope. I got the name wrong the first time. That's my bad. You have Peter Hope going into the pits here, get some repairs possibly. See if he's still got a front wing or not.
Looks like he does. At least
He
partial.
does look like he does, but
If we go back up
either way,
front.
gets him a nice little free pit stop. Patrick O'Toole follows him into the pit lane.
So it looks like they're already getting the service done. See if they're going to try to do a little bit of an undercut there.
It is a little early, a little outside the pit window, but I can see it happening. See up here, that incident may have spread out the pack a little bit, as everybody's almost exactly 0.7 behind each other.
That's pretty. That's pretty crazy. All right. Well, since the actions, well, we say that, and then the front two just gets back together. Just
Oh,
I think
Epsie's
it's-
in the grass again. Oh, Epsie's around. Does he save it? He does.
yes, he does.
Those tires are flat spotted now. I can tell you that much. He had all 4 of those tires locked up.
Well, as I said, I think these guys are screaming for tires at this point, along with the fuel. And maybe it's still a little bit of both, since the fuel load's probably about gone out of them.
Oh yeah, their rear ends are light.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much downforce you put on that rear wing, you're not gonna have any weight on the rear end anyways.
Mm. It looks like Patrick O'Toole is keeping a. He's retired from the race, or if he just pulled it aside here. It looks like we're already your leader
We are
starting pit stops.
boys. So I do believe Patrick O'Toole has retired from the race. So you have Gavin Smith and Jagger Finley taking pit stops. Oh, we have an incident! Benjamin Ridenhow in the barrels.
Oh,
He is stuck.
Yes,
He is full on beached. He has to tow to the pit garage. That is going to be costly. That might be a race ender right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like SB is still on track.
He might be trying to pull out that yep, 4 pit stop strategy.
It looks like Jagger comes out first in front of Gavin here.
So I do have a replay of Benjamin Ridenhow's incident if you want to bring that up as well during this green flag action. So you see he's coming in nice and smooth in the pit lane. Just bringing it home nice and easy. Looks like a rudimentary stop, and I don't know what happened here. I don't know if the screen went black or what, but he's in the barrels and is beached.
So it almost looked like
trying to get that thing.
hot spotted and it's flat spotted straight into the barrels there.
Now you have Jonah Epsey taking his pit stop a lap later.
So we're gonna see where that puts these guys. You see Jagger they're swerving a little bit to break the draft of Smith.
This is going to be the Jaggers in the pilot's seat here. See if he can make as much of a gap as possible. Try not to get as much battles as possible. Try to get a gap going on Jonah Epsey as he's in the pit lane.
Looks like they've already passed him, so
Oh yeah.
looks like that
Just want
extra
that
lap
gap,
on
yes.
tires was not the greatest plan. We'll see if it might come back to him a little bit later, saving a little bit of fuel and tire.
So as I said, this is a new league, new series. You gotta see what can work and what can't. This is the first race of the season. This is the time for testing. You don't want to be tested on the last race when you're in a championship battle.
Mm-hmm. As we got this battle for third going on after the pit stops. Looks like
Peter Hope seeing if he can make anything happen.
so. This looks like the best battle on track because it looks like
Say that, but
Finley.
Gavin Smith is gaining on the leader by the looks of it.
Well, it looks like he got the draft coming out of the front stretch, so we'll see if that downforce braking can help him a little bit to close that back up. But it looks like that battle for third is brewing as well.
Here we got a nice little pack of two going on.
Oh, this looks like Finley's trying to break the draft a little bit. Oh, Gavin does not quite get there. Let's get him under braking.
He trying to deal his cards, but it was a bad hand.
So we'll go back and keep an eye on what's going on third. Might be a great opportunity there, Jacob, to see if we can do the side-by-side, keeping both battles.
Oh, I read your mind. I already got it ready.
You got third and fourth?
I got first and second.
You got the first and
I'll
second?
go get
Okay.
third and fourth. I
No,
got third
no,
and fourth.
I'll-
Now we're good to go.
Okay. There's like, here comes the battle for the lead, as I say that.
So Gavin Smith might have a better hand on his cards or card on his hands.
Uh-huh. Alright, so we're gonna go side by side to watch both of the battles here.
Say on the bottom right, you have the battle for third between Jonah Epstein and Peter Hope. On the top left, you have the battle for the lead between Gavin Smith and Jagger Finley. So I can tell you right now, Jonah Epstein's looking at this thinking, Peter Hope, you gotta get going. I gotta catch these lead packs, but Peter Hope's not going quietly into that great night. Good night.
That's like Smith up there. He's trying to do everything to keep Finley in tow.
I do believe that gap is fading, but you're still 6 seconds down the road.
Ooh, his Finley gets a little squirrely up on the turtles there.
Oh, he's trying to push anything he can out of that car.
He is. He's gonna get the draft.
It's gonna be very interesting. It's a game of good old insanity right here. We're just gonna keep trying the same thing over and over again, hope for its different results. If Jagger Finley's able to make something happen on the bottom, maybe he's not looking for the same result, but Smith cuts him down.
Whoa!
Gives a really nice swoop, but Jagger Finley's a better exit out of the corners. He's a little bit squirrely though, but they're both side by side coming to the corners. Jagger Finley takes the lead.
Looks like that battle for third and fourth is starting to spread out a little bit. We'll go back full screen to the battle for first here.
See, we are only 15 laps into this, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen in the next 30 laps.
Let's say we still got ahead at least 2 other pit stops, so this could get very interesting real quick because we're gonna go on board with Gavin here. You see, we'll go on board and keep up with him for about a lap. Just to see if we can see that draft going.
Not only is Gavin Smith's paint scheme amazing with the Wii Sports, but his halo is a bowling pin. I love that.
That's pretty rad, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna go to the draft here. Oh!
Just going back and forth trying to cut the toe off. See, you only got 10 of them. If no one laughs at my jokes, I know I will.
We can see if we get that draft going here down the long stretch in the infield.
You're going to see those RPMs shoot up as he makes a bit of a gap there, or closes the gap, sorry. on Jagger Finley. He gets a little bit squirrely, though. Man, this is intense. You know Jagger Finley is shaking in his boots. So you just can't quite get the gap to break the toe.
Ooh.
Jagger Finley will gain a little bit on the infield, but Gavin Smith's right there for the NASCAR Oval to get that draft going.
So, this is open setup, isn't it?
I believe it is fixed.
Okay, it's fixed. Okay, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
because that almost looks like that Finley's got a little bit more downforce and Smith is a little bit trimmed out.
Say it didn't. The downforce, if he has it, didn't help him out there because Gavin Smith just flew by him on the outside. We haven't seen the outside work much, but he was able to make it work.
We'll go back take another gander at that battle between third and fourth. Looks like SB is starting to pull away from Hope here.
Now he's got the lead pack in his sights now. So I believe the drafting starts going away after about a second gap, and he is almost out of that. The yellow flag is out, boys.
What had happened?
I'm unsure. I don't know if this is a full course caution or just a yellow flag was out for a section, but I heard a spotter shouting at me that the yellow flag is out. Everybody does seem to be slowing. Trying to see where the pace car is, if he got deployed or not. The pace car is out. We have had a caution on the track. I'm not entirely sure what for. I looked through the field and there was nothing of alarm, but either way, the BMW has been brought out onto the track.
See if we can wait for race control to say something. We'll wait for that.
Not yet.
So this gives us a point to talk here. Is like, is it too early for these drivers to make their second pit stops here?
I'm unsure, because you're right at the point where the tires are going to start losing you. You've kind of brought out all the good life out of those tires. I don't think pitting here would get rid of a pit stop completely unless you save, like, your life depends on it. I personally would stay out. You know, I'm on team stay out because I don't think you would gain much from pitting. You'd gain some on the beginning, and maybe you can pull away enough, but the draft is just so strong here, you can't really pull that much of a gap off.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's gonna put you in the back of this. If the rest of this little bit of a field here stays out and you pull in, it's gonna put you in the back of that. Like I said, you'll see the draft and everything, but it'll be the back end of it. You might say, well, we say that, and our leaders are pitting.
If I'm one of the guys in the back here, I'd roll the dice.
I probably would have also rolled the dice a little bit.
But everybody is playing it safe. They're all coming down pit lane. You know, to be fair, I'm more of a gambler. There's a reason why I only got one wrench to my name. So I'm pretty sure these pit stops are pretty formality. I don't think there's gonna be much of a like you can't really gain seconds on pit stops with your pit crew or anything. Pulls in. Nobody seems to miss their bow. I believe the Orange McLaren there missed their box a little bit. He may have pulled in a bit early.
So it looks like Ridenauer gets up. Well, no, it's gonna be those Hope. He gets out on pit road first.
See, Ridenhour's having a hard old time on pit road. He gets checked up by, I believe that is Martin there, and has to go around him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, since we got a little bit of time, we're gonna go ahead and hear from our partners at THDESIGNS, and we'll be right back on the end of the other side of this commercial.
Hey everybody, Gavin Smith here, owner of the Formula C Divisional League. Looking to start your Iracing career with some nice fresh wraps? Look no farther than THDESIGNS. THDESIGNS brings many different variety schemes with what I like to call 3 Fs. Fast, fresh, and free. Fast. Unlike other trade paint schemes designers, that take about 2-3 days to make, THDESIGNS makes it in no more than a couple hours even. And me and especially others, we are especially astonished on how fast he makes them. And after how he gets them so much quicker compared to other paint scheme makers I've had deals with, it's just astonishing fresh. This is just self-explanable here. Just look at some of the examples I've provided here on this scheme. That's just self-explanable. They're clean. They're clean as heck, man. I will say myself. And last but not least, you have free. The typical paint scheme designer, they charge about $5-10 for a paint scheme. THDESIGNS does not do any of that. They charge it for free. That's right, $0, $3.00. That's right, everybody. THDESIGNS does not go the money route. He does not ask for any money. He just wants to make other paint schemes, and as he quotes, she wants to make the paint schemes so others don't have to. THDESIGNS can be found on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and especially Discord, which we're gonna take that into the description of the broadcast. I'd like to personally thank THDESIGNS for sponsoring today's race and the entirety of season, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
And we are back live. This is like,
Welcome back to this exciting actions. You have Jonah Espy taking an extra pit stop down the pit lane.
to come up and refuel and top off that fuel. I think that's a great strategy.
Oh,
based
yeah.
on what we were talking about there.
See, he seems to like to run longer than the competition on that first pit lane strategy, so we might see him hang out for an extra few laps, see if he can at least get a few people stuck for a lap down in case the caution comes out.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like with the way this draft is going, that's not going to hurt him at the least bit.
No. That has put Peter Hope in the catbird seat for the restart here.
So I believe that's the first time we've seen him up front this race.
Yeah, he's always been in the picture, but hasn't necessarily taken the lead yet. And he's just running a nice quiet race, sitting back, hoping for other people to make mistakes. Doesn't make any mistakes himself. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
You're coming around here. Jonah Epstein catching up to the pace field now. Now for a fresh league and fresh drivers, not necessarily knowing how each other's going to drive. This has been some great racing so far, man. I've been really enjoying it.
I have as well. I'm loving the little mix between the draft and the braking at these road courses, these rovals. So look at the schedule. There's been few of them that I haven't seen before. So I think it's gonna be really fun to see the aspect of that as we go off through the season.
Can't agree with you more on that. As you have the pace car here getting ready to peel down pit road to let these guys unleash their power once again.
It's gonna be interesting to see who gets the advantage coming off this front corner with Smith up on top.
As the BMW comes off the racetrack into the pit lanes, we get ready to take the green flag. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. We're back racing.
So we are side by side going into the first corner. See if Hope can.
We're 3 wide back there.
Yep. Oof. And it looks like SB's already gotten a couple positions coming off from that later pit stop. As it looks like Smith gets it inside of Hope, takes the leads. Oh, there's a bump.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, Jagger Finley's in
It's
it.
oh.
I believe Martin's in it as well. Martin Matruzzi. Peter Hope without a rear wing. That's going to get some weight off your car, but that's not the kind of weight you want to shed.
No, it is not. It's a good thing these drivers have got some fast repairs.
Oh, yeah.
Is if you
Last thing about
got-
these restarts here, I think this is the first time. They may have not heated their tires up as much as they did in the beginning of the race, so you're not entirely sure what's going to happen on the restarts with cold tires.
Mhm. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at what just happened. Replay that.
So you have Hope running on the outside line. Keeping it nice and steady so far. He taps the rear end of Gavin, and then he goes around. Jagger Finley gets in the air. And Martin Matruzzi's just wrong place, wrong time, and also gets collected in the rejoin. Honestly, other than Hope here, there's not much damage on the field. Jagger Finley's
As a-
suspension may have taken a hit or two, but
It was interesting. Almost looked like he lost the downforce off the front of that car when he got in underneath Gavin there, and it just kind of took him around.
that's the thing. These Formula cars are known for their dirty air.
You see Tristan up there hitting the pace car.
He's getting known with him. Tyson Pinion, another name that we haven't heard a lot of, but he's in the lead right now. Does he roll the dice and stay out? I'd imagine most people stay out during this point in the time.
Oh, we're gonna see because some of these drivers. So what happened to Gavin? Why is he all the way back?
He may have gotten called to the back for being part of the incident. I do believe he
EOL,
got hit in the rear end. Yeah. Yep. Gavin Smith got hit with an EOL for being part of the incident.
Okay.
See, for the old classic iRacing meatball flag, you do have Mert Matruzzi and Jagger Finley both with meatballs, so they're going to have to come in and get some damage fixed.
And it looks like
John Epstein's going back down pit lane.
It looks like the majority of our leaders are.
No, I agree with the strategy from Tyson Pinion here. Staying out, get that track position, just hold on for as long as you can.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we had a split field on that.
I don't blame Benjamin for not coming in either. He's had some bad luck on pit lane. Might as well stick around, get as much field advantage as you can.
Mm-hmm.
This man was in the barrels earlier, and he's sitting here in second.
So you get a little TV time up front. Is never a bad idea to stay out a little bit, especially with the split strategies that we have at this point in time during this race.
Oh yeah, just get your paint scheme showed off, get all your sponsors showing off. Nothing wrong with that. We're going down here, almost a 20 to go after I think this We're gonna go green with about 21 to go.
So we're
22 to go, sorry.
We're barely at halfway here. So
Yeah.
there's still a lot of action that can go on, especially with this field getting racked back up once again.
So you got Tyson and Benjamin just playing the long game.
So if
20
that
miles left to drive, plenty of things to happen. Might as well stay ahead of it in case it does.
Well, like you said, by the time that this gets back to green, well, never mind, we get the lights out, so it'd be green this time by. I was gonna say, with the field tech being about 11 laps, that puts us at 33. That puts us a little bit short.
Yeah. So you might as well roll the dice and not hit.
I agree with you. I would have stayed out a little bit. Maybe we'll see.
What you're gonna find out during this season, new viewers here, is that me and Cam, we're a little bit of a gamblers. We like rolling the dice on our cars.
Well, see, that's the thing, dude. These road courses, I mean, you see it all the time in NASCAR. They've all got a specific window, and they actually count back from the time the race starts to get into that window, and they do that all the way through the race. And that's why I said, that's why I like the position that Ryan Hour and Pinion are right now. Taking a couple extra 2 or 3 laps, maybe they'll catch another caution, and then they'll be pretty good sitting here.
As the BMW pulls off on the pit lane, we're ready to take the green flag. Green flag is out. Ted's opinion briefly went to the shadow realm there, but he's fine. He's ready to go again.
So we're going side by side. Oh, we're thinking about 3 wide going in the first corner there.
Jagger Finley definitely thought about it. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, we've already
Jonah Epstein's wasting no time getting back to the front. You gotta think too, these first 2 cars, they got a little bit more heat in their tires than the other ones.
See, there's Jagger there. That's tickling with the Shadow Realm too as SB goes wide once again. That's gonna bring Gavin Smith back up to 3rd. Trying to track down these 2 that stayed out while the rest of this field decided to top off.
There's going to be a lot of field to gain, but I think with those fresh tires, you might be able to make up towards them, but the fuel's going to be the major question coming to the end here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Maybe you step back a little bit from these first 2 if you're part of that other group, and maybe come back on your throttle again. I know everyone's not a big fan of that, as we found out last night, but during situations like this, it might not be a bad
fuel as much as possible.
Might not be a bad play right here.
I was thinking, if you're in that slipstream, if you want to stay at the pack, you can probably just run about at least 3/4 throttle, try to stick with them.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about the long game here as Jonah Epstein goes back on the grass again. Well, we have a pass for the lead here. Tyson Pinion's got the preferred lane, but he's not necessarily clear of them. But Benjamin locks it up going into the corners. He's almost spinning pretty well. Tyler Pinion's into the shadow realm. He's back. Tyler Pinion's able to hold on to the lead for now. And that brings up, I believe that is Gavin Smith up in 3rd place of the battle.
Oh, he thought about breaking right an hour there, but didn't quite work out. So it looks like Pinion's trying to break the draft. Might be slowing him down.
To get that McLaren off the back of him.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, if Benjamin Rittenhouse stays outside for too long, is going to get this gap filled up by Gavin Smith here.
Yeah,
they're going side by side. Gavin Smith slacks off a little bit and let us see what's going to happen here. Ooh, that was some close race, boys.
Yikes!
They may have touched, but just briefly. That does allow Gavin Smith the window of opportunity, but they get shut in on him.
There's a bit of a gearbox slapper right there.
Yeah.
Be careful doing that. If I destroy your front wing.
I haven't really thought about bump drafting this track, but it probably could be done once.
Not of these cars. Oh no!
Yes, I said once. Gavin Smith absolutely sending it down the inside of Jonah Epstein here, making himself keep third position.
As we're coming 20 to go. Ooh,
That's when you put on the afterburners here.
yeah, it seems like there's not a lot of giving right now. Everyone's trying to take.
See Gavin Smith trying to make the outside. Jonah Epstein going on the very outside, but he's able to go back in tow with the McLaren here and Benjamin Rittenhouse.
Oh, we're going
As
three
Jonah
wide.
Epstein makes a move on the inside, 3 wide. Gavin Smith backs out of it.
Whoa, man.
Jonah Epstein's able to hold that car underneath of him.
So that
Oh, he
livery
locks
on
it up,
that.
going to the next.
So that livery in that car is pretty appropriate because he's using that as a missile right at this point.
Oh yeah, that is a well-guided heat-seeking missile right there. If the heat was where a car isn't. Don't think about my analogies too hard.
As it looks like Pinion's starting to pull away a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying what he's seeing in the battle between Rittenhouse and Epstein here. You have Jagger Finley and trying to make his way around Gavin Smith to join the party. And Jagger Smith just easily takes that position, is able to drift out wide, almost touching the grass, but not quite.
I think we're seeing a little bit of what we were just talking about just a little ago with Gavin here. I think he's trying to save
He's
a little
saving that
bit.
fuel. That's the thing as well, with the dirty air around this bank turn, you might actually shoot your car out to the outside where you don't want it to be yet. Your front end loses grip, next thing you know you're going up the tracks, not where you want to be. Until like later on, once you get the actual good slipstream going.
Man, always. Well, maybe. You see, he's a little slippery sliding right at this point. Ooh.
Oh yeah, those tires have been cooked. As
That's
Peter
to say,
Hope tries to make his opportunity taken.
I don't know if they've been cooked or if he's got dirt on him or what, or his fuel's gone. He's just a slip sliding away at this point.
That was a smart move he saw there from Gavin Smith, that we gave the corner there to Peter Hope just to be able to take it right back from him. He knew Peter Hope was going to outbrake himself in that corner, get around him, and he just broke early. He was able to take advantage of it. There's some really good racecraft we're seeing here for 5th place.
As we're
I'll say
probably
that
been
Hope's
next.
right now.
So we're probably been next 4 or 5 laps of seeing pit stops once again.
At the very least, the front two. That's why Pinion wants to make as much of a gap as possible, gain as much time as possible.
So I think we'll start seeing them maybe in the next lap or two.
Ooh, Gavin Smith's gets a bit squirrely again, but he's able to keep it under him. So I will say for lap time differences, you got Pinion running a 19.6 there, and Jonah Epstein right behind him running a 19.5 as he gets a bit squirrely going outside. He locked up the tires again.
Oh, we lost Peter Hope.
No, Peter Hope. He was running a good race too, man. He was running a nice silent race. I had a good idea on his strategy. You're starting to see the brakes lock up the tires now. Those tires are screaming to come off the car. Yeah, that's the thing now is that Tyson Pinion, sorry, he's a second ahead of Benjamin Rittenhouse. That's going to be able to make it so he doesn't get the draft as much. He's going to be able to keep Benjamin behind him. Oh my goodness, how Jonah Epsy did not hit that pit wall, I do not know. He's just trying to scare a spotter, that's all it is. Ooh, Pinion's in the grass a little bit. That's going to cost him some time that he most desperately needs.
So this is the point in time in the run that he needs to start pulling the gap a little bit between him and Ridenhour to get some
him and
space.
Ridenhour doesn't matter as much because they're on the same pit strategy, but the main issue is Epsy right here in the third place position. Oh, they're both way off into the grass.
Oh man!
Pinion and Ridenhour.
It's like there's definitely got to be some dirt on that track right there now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a sketchy area to go through next go round.
Oh
Jonah
man,
Epsy
this
boxed in. He can't go on the outside. He can't go on the inside. What's he gonna do?
is a gaggle and a half right there. He's slick stream and try to do a shake and bake going on the outside.
And you have Jagger Finley flinging himself up the outside as well. We got 3-1 going into the turn one.
Oh man.
Man, I'm smiling ear to ear, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Oh, as Espy just sends it down in the corner there. Oh, he's going to do the crossover back on him.
Man, the many times I've seen these cars lock up the brakes, I'm surprised they're not racing on squares.
Oh, there might have been a little touch there.
Well. Rittenhouse's rear end got a bit squirrely, and that just so tapped the front tire of Benjamin Epsy. Hopefully, it didn't knock the camber out of it, but he seems to be going and getting good.
Well, it looks like there's a big cloud that just came over the track, so that's probably got to help these drivers out a little bit to cool down the track a little bit.
That's desperately needed.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if it was becoming nighttime, to be honest with you. Okay, so you have Pinion coming in for his pit stop as Rittenhouse able to make another lap out of it.
So
I think Rittenhouse just...
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Rittenhouse just terrified of that pit lane. He has not had a clean stop yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so we have contact.
Banging, though.
Puts Espy out in the grass. That's going to leave the door open for Finley to come through for second.
Jagger Finley saw that door open like a McDonald's driver and said, "Thank you very much. I'll take my Big Mac and leave."
Said Gavin Smith is down pit road as well. He needed to get those tires off.
His pit box. Gavin Smith slid through his pit box. That's going to cost him valuable time on pit road.
We're going to see what happens.
Trying to get some heat in those tires as well.
As we're seeing cut through up here for the lead. So we're going to see if Ridenhour decides to, and he does.
He's taking his pit stop.
Yep.
They'll get her slowed down in time. Nice and easy through pit lane. This pit lane is so long. You have to stay under power for ages.
Yep. So it looks like the only two left on track is Jagger and Jonah, which is very interesting because they're said it was 11 laps. Everyone's gonna have to make one more pit stop.
Martin Matruzzi also taking his pit stop.
See, I like these last guys up that kind of stayed out here as well. Because they stay out a little bit longer.
Ben Rinhow comes out on track 5th position 1.4 seconds behind Gavin Smith, who slid in his pit box.
Let's see how far these guys could take it. I wouldn't say a few more laps. If they could stretch it another 2 laps or so, I'm pretty sure they could probably make it to the end.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a huge advantage on this field.
Mm-hmm. We know SB, he seemed to come in a few extra times to pack that fuel cell of fuel, so we know he probably has the most fuel of the most of this.
Of that last pit stop, he's definitely got the most fuel in his car. Wouldn't deny that he was also saving during those pacing laps too, putting the ignition in and out of it. I wouldn't put it past him.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be very interesting to see what the blend is between these two and the last of the fields when they take their final pit stop.
Nice thing is, with Super Speedway Racing out here, nobody came in as drafting distance, so these guys are still pulling time on the field as they have old tires, people on them have fresh tires, they're still pulling time on them. Whoa.
As I
Joe
say,
making a very aggressive move before coming to the pit lane to get his pole position. Pole position? Front position.
all right, so
We're
we're
going to
going
have
to
to get your
see.
top stopwatches out here to see if they can merge out in front of these two. Between Tyson Pinion and Gavin Smith.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be a close one.
Just from the TV tower's eye there. It's going to be very, very close.
So you have Tyson Pinion coming into NASCAR turn 3.
We're getting ready to
Man,
see the blade
if Tyson gets him, it's going to be barely.
Here they come. It looks like, like you said, they still had the advantage.
See, Jagger Finley got out in front of Tyson Finley, but Jonah Epsey's down to 4th.
But he's also on fresh tires as it's compared to these other guys, so we'll see if he makes quick work of Gavin here.
That being said, Jagger Finley with a pit stop of his life, he's 3.4 seconds ahead of the pack. Or no, he's not. He's 1.5 seconds ahead of the pack. I can't read.
We'll see if Gavin and SB, he's going to try to use the draft and see if they can catch up, back up with these front runners.
Say Gavin Smith just ran his fastest lap of the race in 19.1 and was different than the 1:18s.
So it looks like he kind of backed off SB here.
It's a good point. I don't know if you necessarily want to fight this fight right now because you know that these two are good on fuel, possibly more good on fuel than you are.
Oh, and Gavin,
Smith, he almost held on to it, but he's in the grass. He's looking for a safe rejoin here as Martin Matuzzi comes up behind. He's 8 seconds behind. He's clear. Get the dirt shaked off tires and try again.
We'll go back and take a look at that. Looks like just come down off the banking and just upset the car enough. He tried to get on the braking, got into the grass, and I think he got all the grass on his tires and just unloaded it.
You only got that back left tire on, or back right tire on the grass, sorry, and that was, when you have 3 tires of grip and 1 without, that's going to spin your around right quickly.
Mm-hmm. Looks like SB's closing in on Pinion here. As we're coming 10 to go.
Nail biter position right here. Will everybody make it on fuel, or will an extra pit stop have to decide this race? Keep in mind, we do have green white checkers, so if a caution comes out at the 2 to go lap, you're definitely not going to make it on fuel. As Trice and Pinion goes way off into the grass, he's going lawn mowing almost. Is he going to be able to keep the position? No, he almost spins it.
He saved it on that. That's good. I was worried about that. He had all the grass on his tires.
Wheelman.
He's going to take a couple corners and getting those off and getting the heat back in those tires. That's going to bring SB up to second. See if he can start reeling in Jagger here.
If I was a scientist, I'd list the amount of grip that Trison has right now as none. That has opened up a battle for third here of two very familiar names of each other. Trison Pinion and Benjamin Rittenhouse. These two, they know each other well from the middle part of the race here.
So we'll see if SB's starting to gain a little bit on him. We'll wait a minute to let stabilize right there, coming down off the track.
So you do have a battle for third here between Trice and Pinion. Oh, they touch! Trice and Pinion and Benjamin Rittenhouse touch. They got each other's wheels locked up together, and that's going to spin the both of them. And then the caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. All that fuel saving, all that pit strategy is now out of the window. It's time to go.
Alright, we'll go back and take a look and see what happened.
My cat is excited.
Cool. As we're going side by side here. Oh, looks like the 5 of opinion just kind of cuts down on Ryan Hour right there. I don't know if he...
The wheels just get locked together. You got and turned to a trampoline, and
that's going to bring out the caution, and then that's just going to throw this fuel saving right out the window.
Oh, yeah, it's nobody's safe now.
So we got to start seeing a splash and go.
I'm thinking so.
To be frankly honest, I probably would, regardless of anything,
yeah.
Because with this draft and everything, I would make sure you do a splash and go, especially if we have 3 attempts at green-white checker here.
And another thing to keep thought of, the fuel tank might, with it being full, might take the spoiler out of the air a little bit, get a bit more slipstreamed. The way half these drivers were trying to catch the pace car, I thought we were still green there for half a second. I had to check it.
That's what I was thinking too.
Everybody here trying to see. People are heating up their tires under pacing, which makes you almost think they're going to try and chance it and stay out. Which, with these pace laps, you might be able to save enough fuel to last. If there's a green light checker, you're done. Because I saw Jagger Finley and Benjamin Rittenhouse warming up their tires. It's almost like they want to stay out with just this set. Granted, you're not probably going to change the tires. You're just going to probably go with fuel.
So it looks like we at least have one more lap going back on.
This is where you hold your breath and see who takes it and who don't.
Looks like...
Oh, Jagger tries to bait!
No, he's still fighting it.
He's trying to fool the broadcast.
Looks
He
like
went for the rare
everyone's...
double bait strategy.
Looks like everyone's going to bring in, probably just do that like we were saying to make sure they have enough fuel for these green-white checkers in case they come into play.
Honestly, with only 6 cars left on track, it wouldn't be the worst idea to take tires and get to the back of it. You're not that far away from the lead.
Yeah. Well, if they don't take tires, I mean, there's got to be, what? About 8, 9... Yeah, probably 8 or 9 laps on tires. I would, to be frankly honest, I probably would.
The only thing is, you gotta warm up. You gotta warm the heck out of them on those pace laps.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be wasting time trying to get heat in them.
Oh, splash of fuel
Checker Finn.
on Jagger.
Jonah Epstein took tires. I saw the rear end of his car come up.
There you go. And it looks
I want
like
to say Jonah Epstein's the only one that took tires from the looks of it.
Tryson's aggressively warming up his tires there, so he may have as well.
I shall go double check. That car did lift off the air. That is a tire taker.
So this is gonna be very
Actually, looking
interesting.
through it,
Mhm.
it almost looks like Finley's the only one that didn't take tires. Finley and Gavin Smith's the only ones that didn't take tires.
Very, very interesting to see what's gonna happen in these last laps. As I say, and the lights out, so are we? Yes, they are. So we are going green this time by.
And you have Gavin Smith, who came into the pit lane in 6th place. He comes out of it 3rd. So then no taking tires. That's gained at least a few positions on track. Coming down, there's going to be about 5 laps to go here. This is where you see if people can warm up the tires enough or these old tires can hold on. I am legitimately holding my breath, having my head in my hands. I am fine. This has been some great racing tonight, boys.
It's been great, yeah.
I would consider this league very much worth your time if you're looking like you're wanting to do some Formula 4 racing. As a BMW driver, he's not doing much for my heart rate. He's building up the anticipation.
That's right, and the pace car pulls off, and we're coming to the green.
Green flag is out. Everybody on the gas pedal at the same time. It sounded like Dragon. I just mixed up 2 names there. Gavin Smith, they get a little bit of a bad launch on the restart. Tyson Pinion almost nails the back of him.
So we're side by side for second here. It looks like SB's got to come through for second, and it's going to leave the door open for Gavin there, but looks like yes, oh man.
Very tight pass, but he was able to make that happen. Jagger Finley tries to run away as much as possible. Ooh, Gavin Smith late on the brakes, almost running into the back of Jonah Epstein here. It almost opened up the window for Benjamin Weidenhow. Oh man, this is...
Oh, late braking by
Gavin
Gavin
Smith's
there.
very late on those brakes. Gavin Smith is waiting for an opportunity to happen. He's probably going to try and make it happen himself. That does leave the inside open for Benjamin Riddenhow.
That's not
Jagger Finley aggressively breaking the toe.
that's not gonna help Gavin's tire deficit on the rest of this field.
And he's also out of the draft because Benjamin got on the inside of him. He loses about 3 positions on the front stretch.
So we got a battle for third here between Ridenhour and Pinion. Oh, he puts him in the grass.
Jagger Finley in the grass as well. And then Pinion locks up the tires as well. Everybody's scattered. Jagger
Oh.
Finley sending it too hard up on the grass. That gives Jonah Jonah Epsey the lead here.
Man, this is a great battle here for the win here, going at 5 laps to go.
Jagger Finley looking for his window. Able to make a very large send out the inside. Oh, almost spins it, but he's able to keep it under him. It's not
Right
doing
now,
very good time-wise, but he's able to keep the car underneath him.
So right now it gets sent up to the NASCAR track. As we got the battle for second. Oh, between Pinion and Finley. As they're getting the toe, they're closing in on Epsy here for the lead. It looks like
Epsey's a sitting duck, as though it was looking like it's going to go
Pinion.
3 wide as Epsey guards the wall.
Pinion sends it down.
Pinion to the lead.
Oh.
Oh, he gets a little bit hot on the brakes. He's able to
Keep
keep
on
under
it,
him, though.
yes. Beautiful driving.
That puts Gavin Smith in second. He's just been a rotating cast along this top 4 here. Pinion's still trying to get the car in underneath, and those tires are cooked and grassy.
Even through. Oh, SB locks him up, and it's going to open a door for Gavin to go for the lead. With all this taggling going on, that's brought Ridenhauer back into this.
It's a 5-way battle for the race win. We're only going next time around. It's going to be 3 to go. Finley makes a peek on the inside. Doesn't make
Pinion
it stick.
sends it.
Gavin Smith guarding that bottom line with his life. He knows where the advantage is.
Shortest way around this track. But that might not do any good with the way this draft is working. Oh, you say that, and then FC goes wide, and then Pinion just hits the
wall by the
draft.
looks of it. It's almost looking like Epsey's almost looked like it was out of gas.
Oh, and then Gavin.
Oh, Jagger Finley's, or that's Gavin. That's Gavin actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too excited.
And then looks like Finley's
Pinion
brought it
around!
down. Oh, we got a wreck up front.
Now, caution is we are getting a green white checkered finish here. Will these people have enough gas in their tank for the stop and go they had? That puts Jagger Finley into the lead again.
Oh, see, it's going back in the craziness up front. So it looks like a Pinion. He just gets on the brake and loses it.
Those tires were out of it, and Benjamin Rittenhouse as a passenger.
This craziness. It doesn't really shock us that it's come to this, because all those were just jockeying for a position up there in front.
Oh yeah, there was no give. Absolutely no give.
Nope.
Thanksgiving is going to be an empty table tonight.
So what do you do here?
Ah. Stress is what you do here.
Yeah, I know,
you
right?
stress.
I have to say, with the battling out for here, I don't know. The majority of these guys have used their stuff up. I'd almost, if you had tires, I'd almost say, let's just go ahead and bring them and just send it for the rest of this race.
I almost want to stay out just to get front end track position, just so you don't get involved in anything that could happen in the rear.
But also, you also get, like we just seen that brought this caution out, you might just get tangled up for the leads, but because everyone's battling so hard.
Man, I really don't know. This is where I throw it to my crew chief, and my crew chief doesn't exist. Crew chief's my brain. That's the problem. I am sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I really don't know what you do here. I think these the guys who didn't take tires have to take tires, I think. I don't think these things have enough grip in them.
How much?
If you took tires... If if you took tires, you stay out. Because I'm pretty sure the amount of the time it takes to get tires, you probably should have at least almost filled up your tank.
I would probably come get tires if I was from Gavin all the way back.
Yes, and I mean, Jagger Finley didn't take tires. Does he trust those set size on him now?
Well, he's the one that you think you have to stay out. You have to. You got track position. Well, I say that he's thinking about.
He's baited us before, and unbaited us.
Yep, there he's doing it.
He goes with a triple bait.
Yep. As I said. Oh, it looks like
The only ones coming into the pits are the ones that got involved in the wreck. Everybody else is they're betting on their horse.
Wow. Well, obviously they had to come fix damage by everyone.
Yeah.
If I was like I said, I was in Gavin's position, I would have came and took tires. If you had them. I don't know if these. Like I said, I don't know if they had unlimited tires or whatever, but
yeah, we're unsure on how many tires are behind that pit road there. You know what? This might be the commentary curse of all time, but I'm feeling something about that Martin Petruzzi. He's been a nice, quiet race, hasn't been involved in anything, stayed out in the back, maybe banking on this exact moment. That Renault might have something up his sleeves, and he's wearing long ones.
I mean, the way that these front runners have been driving, you very well might be right.
Yeah, if he wrecks, I need to send an apology letter or something.
Alright, we're getting them racked up. It looks like we're going to go green, white, checkered hunting this time by.
You got 3 tries on this. 3 tries on the green, white, checkered. But I believe in iRacing, if green, white, checkers, once you take the white flag, it's whatever flag comes out, right?
Well, I think if it takes the white, I'm pretty sure. Oh. I'm pretty sure if you take the white, it is what it is at that point. They're gonna race it back.
I don't even think caution comes out unless the admin puts it out.
Yeah.
So you have Benjamin Rittenhouse and Tyson Pinion on their outlet. Never mind. It was showing they were still in the pit lane for a second there.
No, it looks like they're up there.
Yeah, no. My UI was being all messy. Everybody's on the lead lap. Everybody almost has an equal shot of winning this thing now. I'm almost wondering if Pinion might be trying to do a little scheming.
As we round turn 4, coming out of the front stretch.
Green flag is out.
Looks like Finley's going to be out front as they come through the first corner.
Rittenhouse on the grass, but he's able to keep it under him. Joe Nepsey going in for a crossover.
Looks like Finley went wide, but he's going to have the preferred line going in back into that corner. This is going to get interesting.
My heart is thumping.
It's going to get interesting as we're going back up on the high banks.
Finley, the car does get a bit sketchy on the outside here. Not as much camber in those corners. You got a little bit of a different pavement patch there on the inside corner there. Just might add some bit of extra grip. If you're stuck on the outside, she's going to get squirrely, but Jagger Finley's able to hold on to it for now. He overshoots the corner. There's a little bit of contact between Epstein and Gavin Smith, and that allows Jagger Finley to just run away for now.
Oh, that.
Pinion's almost looking like he wants to take it 3 wide.
It's gonna be interesting as we come to the white flag here.
They're all within drafting difference, so drafting distance, so Jagger Finley's not necessarily safe. Although Epstein is in the no man's land of no draft, as he can't find a hole to get into. He finds a hole to get into now, but it might be too little, too late.
Something like that happens on the last lap. Looks like Jaggers might have this. We'll see what happens.
Pinion's hard in the grass. He's able to keep it under him for now. He's going to be on the outside, though, where it's already slippery. He's spun around.
Continue to spin around, so he's out of it.
If that was your horse you betted on, I apologize. But we have no losers deposit here. Or losers guarantee or something. Holy Epstein with a cent and a half. Oh, a little bit of contact between side pod to side pod. Rear tire to front tire. Moves him out of the way. Short track race and then a Formula 4 race. Man, there's a battle between this top 3 now. I mean, Benjamin Rittenhouse not too far off the pace.
This is going to be very interesting. We're about to go back on the high bank because I don't know if they have anything for Finley.
Yeah, they're coming to the checker flag now.
I say that they're starting to gain back a little bit, but I think they're too far back.
They're in the draft, but it might be too little too late.
As we're rounding on turn 4 here.
Kevin Smith has that pedals in the scoreboard. Says Jagger Finley is going to win the inaugural race of the Formula 4 Championship. What a race. Man, that was awesome.
That was a well of a race between Jagger, Jonah, and Gavin throughout the whole thing.
Everybody did amazing. I don't have a bad thing to say about a single driver in this field. There was some dust ups, but that was just close racing. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting ready. These guys, their cool down. We'll go ahead and go through the results. So you have Jagger Finley bringing home the win, followed by Jonah Espy in second, Gavin Smith in third, Benjamin Ridenhauer in fourth, and Martin Martucci in fifth.
And then you have Tryson Pinion bringing her home in sixth. Peter Hope with a disappointing end to his race, having to bail out early, coming home in seventh. Patrick O'Toole in eighth. And I believe those two are your race officials. As we are getting ready to do some interviews here, they're all ripping ready to go. So I'm going to bring in our third place finisher here. I forgot his car number 16 of Gavin Smith. As you see, our tech shed might have to look at that one as Jagger Finley slams it into the outside wall, but he's been in victory donuts. Everybody put your hands together here for your third place finisher, Gavin Smith. I can't drag people in. There we go. Everybody, welcome your third place finisher, number 16 car, Gavin Smith. How you doing, man?
You know, just hanging in there. I mean, what a finish it was tonight. The 16 Wii Sports F4 machine just brought us home a solid P3 finish. I mean, coming with like 15 to go, I wasn't expecting to go from dead last to third. I mean, I will take a podium finish for the first race of the season. It shows excellent improvement compared to our mid-race results. But good battle there with the 177 on that final restart. Just really, really disappointed that the one car tried to set in there in turn 6. But I mean, honestly, if he tried to stay behind, I feel like if he tried to stay behind me and just followed my line, I feel like we could have gained on the 77. We both could have had a shot for it. But he tried to gamble, and he made us both lost. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll be moving on to Daytona.
That's some classic, just close racing there in these Formula cars. You touch her a little bit, she's sketchy.
Yeah, she is very. That infield road course is just, it's so wobbly. You got to keep the car very stable in there if you just want to even have a remotely good lap time or even to stay with the leaders. It was even difficult. It's one mistake, and you're dropping to the back of the field after a couple laps.
Oh, yeah. No, we saw that plenty of times today. We saw it from your car today. Like you were front, back, front, back, front, back, front.
Yep.
Uh,
I mean, that car was, oof. The amount of times I was trying to save it, and then the amount of times I was trying to save it late in that race, it was just unpredictable. I mean, it was just a lot trying to manage that car, manage tires especially too. But fuel saving was probably the biggest issue of the three. I mean, it's very hard to fuel save in those Formula 4 cars, but we managed to make it work a little bit during that second stop and took advantage of it and brought us away up to second. And after a bit of a gamble late race, towing for fuel, caution came out, which took us up to P3 in that second to last restart. And yeah, I just really want to thank my sponsor, THDESIGNS, and my team HB Motorsports for bringing me a good car tonight. And we're just going to move on to Daytona.
I was about ready to ask if anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to shade out, but you're already 3 steps ahead of me.
I'd like to thank my buddy Nick and Jane. They helped me build this league from scratch. THDESIGNS, obviously, TJ Hanley, and my good buddy Nathan Williams. He was supposed to attend tonight, but unfortunately couldn't due to a IRL race he had. And yeah, everybody who watched from school, by the way, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And yeah.
There you go. That is very wise, amazing words from your third place finish here, number 16, Gavin Smith. Again, congratulations on your third place finish here in the inaugural race of the Formula 4 Championship.
Thank you.
And nice. There we go. Slight technical difficulties. I can't pull people around. But again, here that was your third place finisher, number 16, Gavin Smith. And everybody's wanting to hear from this man. He's had the shark car, missile car, heat sinking rocket, whatever kind of nickname you want to gain him. Here is their second place finisher, Jonah Ebsey, in the number 1 car. How's it going, man?
All right, I guess.
Man, you drove a race and a half today. I swear I saw that car up front, in the rear, back up front again, in the middle of the pack, round sideways, back up front again.
Yeah.
There again, what were your thoughts coming into this race, and what are your thoughts coming out of it, man?
Well, went in knowing I had the best car, came out knowing that Gavin Smith ruined my race on coming to the white flag.
There you go, some spicy words here from second place. Well, I mean, man, that's second place here in the inaugural championship. You can't be too upset about it, man. I mean, that's going to be a good points day at least.
Yeah, but I could have won. Should have won.
I mean, that's
It was
fair,
gonna
I
be fun.
guess. Say, again, congratulations on the second place at the very least. Do you have anybody you want to share it out, anybody you want to thank or anything like that?
Just thank my parents for getting me Iracing for the past 6 years.
There you go. And that was your second place finisher on number 1 car, Jonah Epsey. Again, that was very much appreciate talking to you, man. Hopefully you can get a win here soon.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a good one, man. Iceman, that man. I'm going to nickname him Iceman. That is a man of few words but many talents. And again, here is your race winner. Everybody put your hands together. You may have heard his voice before on the Overdrive Racing channel. It is the man of the hour, the number 77, Jagger Finley. How's it going, man?
Going pretty
Long time
good.
no see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Say,
very short time.
Yeah. Man, that was a race and a half to watch. I mean, we knew basically nothing coming into this. New drivers, new car, new league. I mean, what were your thoughts coming into this thing, and what are your thoughts coming out?
I mean, coming into this, I'm not a Formula driver main, more of an oval guy and actual GT road prototype, whatever. Wasn't hoping to win. I did want to win, but I wasn't expecting anything from it. You know, if I got third, I got third. I'd be happy with that. Coming out of it, you know, definitely hoping to carry on this. Hoping that I can just continue with winning and just doing good.
So yeah, that's all you can hope for, man. I mean, you already got the momentum on your side. Amazing points day. I mean, you're the points leader right now. Congratulations on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, man. I mean, you had you had an interesting pit strategy too. You didn't take tires on that last pit stop there. I mean, were you a little bit nervous coming to this green white checker, thinking the tires would hold on or not, or were you quite confident in those tires there?
So the previous pit, I actually ended up taking tires.
Hmm.
And just because it was such a short run, my tires weren't that affected, and so I ended up not needing to take a new set of tires. I felt it would be a waste. It would have lost me, more track position, just more time in the pits that I didn't really want to give up. I wanted to try and stay out ahead as far as I could, and it paid off in the end.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with a little pit strategy here and there. I mean, you talk about pit strategy. I saw you do a double bait, and then the next pit stop, Rand, you did a triple bait.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah, and again, congratulations on your first place finish, your first win in the inaugural season. Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank?
Want to just thank my dad for everything. Shout Lord, all glory to him.
There you go. Nice, short, sweet. There you go.
Yeah.
So you'll be hearing from this band many a times, I'm pretty sure of it. Rather
Hopefully,
between
that's gonna be the hope.
you got 2 leagues of chances to talk to you, so
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't track people down still.
All right, I'll go back.
Sounds good, man. Happy talking to you.
All right, see ya.
And that was your race winner, number 77, of Jagger Finley there. Cam, what are your thoughts on this race, man? That was a time and a half to watch.
Yes, it was. I mean, practically why it was pretty much hit the nail on the coffin. What I thought of going into this tonight, but it's different. Like I said, we're used to the circle track stuff, so doing this road coursing, which me and you've been doing a little bit lately, and then coming to doing some formula. I didn't know what to fully expect. I knew going into the practice that the times were really, really close. I didn't know how much the draft was actually going to come into everything, and then as much as it did, but yeah.
Man, I swear some of those cars had vacuum cleaners on the front of it, the way they were sucked up into the car ahead of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what blew me away the most.
Hmm.
Again, I mean, I got nothing left to say, man. This has been an amazing start of the league, amazing, just amazing everything, man. Amazing field, amazing racing, races to finish, green, white, checkered. What else can you ask for, man? I mean, THDESIGNS, they're getting their money's worth. I mean, shout out to them for sponsoring the league here, and that's all I really got left to say, other than just like, comment, subscribe to the Overdrive Racing Media YouTube channel. I forgot the name of my own goddamn channel.
Easy Turbo. But yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's been fun. It's a great first race. Well, we get to do this again on Saturday, so keep an eye out on the channel for when that shows up. And then also, like, come join us on our Sunday nights at the LDMS series, where it is asphalt late models at North Wilkesboro, if you haven't checked us out before. So
Oh yeah. So the unfortunate part of it is that Motormouth here that's talking about me. I'm not gonna be able to make it for the next race. Sadly, I'm gonna be out of the country, so you're just gonna be having Cam here driving the ship, steering the ship, manning the sails, wearing many hats.
ain't the first time, I know it won't be the last. But all right, that's all I got.
That's all I got, man.
Okay, this has been Cam Gillens and Jacob Nickerson for the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. We will see you Saturday.